Welcome everyone. Today you're invited on a tour of this beautiful 250-year-old Reedman's cottage here on the Norfolk Broads. The cottage sits in a plot of just over 1.35 acres and is surrounded on all sides by water. It's actually an island and sits below sea level. The main garden area of the cottage is enclosed behind this traditional 5-bar gate. The cottage garden includes a variety of traditional English and established plantings, including this reed bed. Through the gate is access to the river and a mooring where boats can be kept for sailing. Beyond this area is a vegetable garden and greenhouse. The main plantings on the cottage include this beautiful wisteria, roses, potted geraniums. The cottage has a south-facing patio area. In spring, the planters are filled with tulips, daffodils, and later the geraniums are brought out from the greenhouse. The lavender hedge is peppered at this time of year with these beautiful alliums. They form an absolutely beautiful see-through hedge at this early stage of spring. The rear of the cottage has been extended in two directions, and the back garden now includes this rotunda. Thatched, it forms a beautiful seating area for evening meals and is surrounded by a planting of English roses. Outside the kitchen window, the old butler's sink has been mounted and plumbed in to create an outside vegetable washing area. The view from the rear of the cottage looks out over an area of special scientific interest, natural marshland grazed by cattle over the summer months. At the eastern edge of the cottage is a small vegetable garden with its greenhouse, white mulberry and fruit bushes. This ceanothus picks up the colour left in the almost finished wisteria on the front of the house. You'll see the roses just coming into bud now. The garden's full of colour in late May. Choiceas, honeysuckles and roses, and these beautiful lilacs fill the garden with scent, even in early spring. So that's the garden. I bet you're dying to have a look inside. So let's go and see what we find. There's one more hidden piece to the wildlife garden. You're probably thinking it wasn't 1.35 acres we walked you around the house, and that's because most of the plot here is wild marsh with reeds, and then there's this lovely little secret bit that's been cleared on the side of the house going down to this bench. Let's just walk you down and see the view. Beautiful cattle graze marsh, and this is one of the drainage cuts that surround the property and keep the garden dry. In summer you have the cattle that graze these marshes using this as a rub, and it creates a mini Constable or Gainsborough scene whenever you come down here. The wildlife is just beautiful.